Hello, beautiful soul tribe. Thank you for channeling in. Today I'm pulling in some codes I've been cracking and popping. So thank you for tuning in. For whatever channeled message is coming in for the Earth Warriors, Angels, Lightworkers, Shapo Baya Nihiki, Ayahama Yeshiriatata Yakaki Kinayana Maha Yeshi, Dateri, Allahomaka Te Tishkriaho. Sometimes I translate, sometimes I just speak. And I wait for the message to come in. Yahawa, Hihinikia, Moyamaka, Kikika, ana Inishiawa, Yagi, Wayanama, Ho, Waya, we Mingaria, Moo. Just breathe it out. Sha, sha, da, kiki, niki, da, ko, ala, baya, nakata, ndishiki, ma, ayama, niki, o, katinete. I'm waiting to see what's coming in. Tasha, na, ma, ya, na, ke, naki, ma, ata, different dialects. Ya, la, ha, ya, la, ho, mo, ma, ka, pa, ka, te, ta, ka, ta, ki, ka, ta. Yawayi, Yakiama Umbai, Yawaya, wing a Mashia, Yawaya, Dashua, Mahi, Yakata, Hayata, Wata. This is for the warriors. Ya, Mikama, Amakata, Nikia, Mbashaka. Many of you out there, Ya, Nakata, Mahoata, Uwayi, Niki, the stubborn ones. Ya, Yikada, as we all are, Sha, Yikishikamo. Ha ku wapa ya na ama ya la shaki ya wapa papa inihi hiya na aya mbo aya mo aya waya wo aya la ya naka, clearing up some stuff in her head. Ta ya waya na ya naka ma aya waya ni game. It seems like there's a lot of challenges out there. Shaka maya waya na yinikia ba ya waya na aya ta maya waya na kata. It's not the challenge, it's the solutions. Ya kiki mama, ya na ya la wa papa, you know, ya nakata, you know, ya kamo, ya she. This is for a specific person or people. Popo shuba aya la haka mauma hiena aniki kata mbasheke ina huma aika ua pate hiki maana hishu aya la hoa mahaika shamua wayane waya wo wate ala hoa hati hina maha hushia tu. Tahi nahata. Fill with your heart. Shakema iniki maata. Ikala ere laka Hua pa inakata. Don't let thought distort you. Pa ikana Higa shawawa iya naka i. Hukashiha mahate iki Iki niki niki ayahawa ayana ata makashi kadama tete ishiri ala ya iki. Side by side, yashakini ama yala ayika ni awa ata I see like a stab. Shawa mama iyawa iki aya da eke discussion taya la awa iki amata, and a lot of people basheya. Pupu wapa niki adlikina yala adikita ta mbashea ikida na ta speaking to all. Shaya wo yana ya toma ya kaya niki adia sheki ya wapateti na tama ya tama atu washi wa sapo shapate ya walala ya naki ma ya shi ya ta tu ya naka. It's a conversation. He na ya no ma ya na ya no ishi ya wa ya no as we come together. Ya ne da ishi ya na ta with love. Ya ne kiri ta ma na ya na da wa ma ya la no longer from a point of anger. With love. Ya wa ya wa na ya na ma ya 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 wa ya na ya na ya ya na ta yi shi wa na ta inu ta hearts up ba ya wa ni ya ma ya na ti ti ta pa ta ta mba wa ya da show what that swords down sha yi ni ki wa ya la ro yi da da shi ya mo ya wa ta da ya brushing the surface ya wa ma ya na ma ya wa ya lady wa la makata changing the frequency yeshiku ha ne ma ye wa she wa ya namo. Seeing the vision so clear. Coming at this from a perspective of clarity. Looking around. And we do see puppets. I have been guilty of being one myself. Awa nahi hawatamaba nia yo shi shashuka e sha tiku atanika wa tina. We are not here to judge. We are here to learn. Changing the pattern. Bringing awareness. As we are able to speak freely. Ishi ishi ana ede ishi these codes will activate whoever's channeling it. These are coordinated different energies are coming in, guys. Different messages are coming in. Going over like a roller coaster. In a circle. The cycle up and down. Of emotions as well. Of energies. We have to remember to stay centered. What does this mean? We call our energy back. We always pull our energy back to center. Disconnecting. Holding our full power of our oneness, but togetherness and unity. But how we do this is by pulling our own energy in. Shake it in. And bo niki indoisha she sha and so we take care of our own space and we're learning our lessons. Minding our own business. But it's easy to get through, get caught up in the mix of other trauma and drama that we talk about. The naata makata isha naata, allowing our eyes to see the outer world. Papo poteta mata niki these eyes ya niki na ane anta mahata da amaka. This is the mistake. Using our eyes to see the outside. We need to use our intuition and go within. As we protect our space, we hold our space, the space. While other people may think they're fighting the war of a different what's out there. We heal what's in here. And we shine the light in the shadows. And it starts within ourselves. Whoa. My head's tingling. It's been a while since I've done this. Anything else? My body's been cracking all day today. I've been tired. I've been blank feeling. Tashiki mahaya nehe shere ate inde mbo shere ha te. There's a message there for someone. Actually, there's a message here for everyone that channels in. If it's not in English, it's in the frequency that you will receive guidance, support, an activation, a remembrance. Sometimes if you close your eyes, you can see a vision of before time. It takes you back to something. And as we're figuring out light language and our superpowers and, the shift in energies, the ups and the downs, sometimes we're like, what the heck is going on? Sometimes it's like, this is so unreal, and then it's like, no, it's not. It's very real. So some days I'm channeling like crazy, guys. In my earlier stages of channeling, I didn't really know what the heck was going on. I didn't know how to control it because out of nowhere I'd be talking on the phone. Like I couldn't have an old back in the day normal conversation because out of nowhere I'd be like Shama yeah takushi kubata, because it was just coming in straight activated. So over time I've been able to control the channel that comes in and learn to pull it in instead of let it take over. So I'm not like at the store and be like, shoo, one day we will be like that, going into the supermarket and speaking our own sacred language and understanding it, and it's the vibration. So I believe that light language, for those that are not meant to it's our code. It will always be our code. It's our protection. It's our guidance. It's amazing. So the more I'm experiencing these energies, and I go back to old stuff that I watched that I've channeled before when I was going through it, guys. There's a lot of things on this station that you will see where I did not look good. Like I was going through I'm still going through the emotions. I'm still going through the stages. Sometimes I seem like I have it more together than other days because I'm learning, I'm healing, and I'm shining. Really, I'm gathering all these emotions together. But when I was first awakening to, I thought it was chaos, to crying and just the unknowing, but going with it with faith. And sometimes I didn't have that faith. Let's be real. Sometimes I'm like, please tell me if I'm crazy. It was weird because I'm thinking back at the people that I still hung out with at that time when I would channel out of nowhere as I'm going through this stuff. I would be like, let me know. I need to know. I need a real friend. I was always like, I need a real friend that could tell me what's up. I need a real friend to tell me if they think I'm going crazy and why, and you know how hard it is to find those kind of people, guys? It's very difficult. They're like, yeah, I would. They never did. I got to a point where I could predict it and I could see people's um, alignments, and I'm like, and that sucked, so this is during the process of releasing old friends and stuff like that, as I do channels like I just did, you know what I mean, and just being authentic and our true self as we're awakening into, a lot of people don't know. Some people are advanced in the journey, they've been on this journey, and they could guide you, but everybody's different. We're like some very, very multidimensional. I mean, and I know I have a lot of different things that pull out, and I'm still not even sure what the heck everything is. But I feel and I know it's guidance, it's healing, it's connection, to myself, to my higher self. There's just so much, and the codes that I bring in are super powerful, and I know this. It's kind of like sometimes you go online and you're watching other people's stuff and you're like, how did they get here? Like how, like, they have like 100,000 subscribers and they're just doing the healing, channels and stuff like that. And I would love to know, like, how did they get there? What did they go through to get there? What kind of experiences, what credentials do you have that you can help me, like, and we all have a job, so it's kind of cool to just tune into certain people and be like, oh, that share their experience. And they're like, this, I don't know, I'm just like, this is crazy whack sometimes. And then sometimes I'm just like confident. It's not always like that. Anyways, I'm just kind of going through these emotions, like in clearing and stuff like that. And the energies, I'm being it's like an energy surfer, and riding these waves of energy the best way we know how, going in and doing the in and outs, releasing. Still, we're all releasing a lot of density and old stuff, and then we're helping others by supporting them and activating others and giving them the guidance that you've had, and getting guidance from other people and comparing our notes to what they're going through, and being authentic with no ulterior motives or anything like that. It's super cool. But like I was saying, like back in the day when I was during my ascension, like the beginning stages, it was so tough to find some real people. Like realness is tough to find, like I look around, I have a small group of wonderful people close to me, and they're real. I mean, it's like straight up, and I'm just so grateful. So grateful for all the people in my life. I'm so grateful for the support. And I know how I brought these people to me, becoming magnetic, and I knew my mission. I knew my job. It was told to me like almost 2 years ago, and I'm supposed to awaken Very powerful people. Very powerful people. A lot of warriors, a remembrance of who you are. And I know this. And that's why I'm always saying, do you see me? Do you remember me yet? Lifetimes ago? Do I sound familiar? This is how to recognize your soul tribe. It's like sounding familiar, feeling like we know each other, hearing the messages of light, that authentic light, that, to channel to your heart, to bypass this, but you're like, I don't know, that voice sounds so familiar. Yes, it is. Once upon a time ago, you spoke it. I just can't explain it so much. I could only say so much, you know what I mean? It's time to wake up. It is so time to wake up. It's time to step into your power. It's time to leave those old relationships and get out of what's comfortable that's not serving you. It's time to figure out a plan out of the job that you're unhappy with, that's keeping you from being true. Did you know when I left my last job that this was a job that was I didn't realize it was such a narcissist company. I loved the people. I loved the experience. It taught me a lot, taught me boundaries, taught me so many experiences. But they also silenced their workers. They didn't want to hear their feedback on, like, they silenced their voice. This is a form that was used before, like, just do your job, don't say nothing. They were imprisoning their employees. So everyone that was working in the department that I was in, that I knew, was unhappy and they couldn't speak their truth. So that blocked me for 5 years. It did. I blocked myself. I imprisoned myself. I did. But when I left that comfortable, well-paying job by choice, the energy, legit, like, I cannot make this up. That night I released so much, that my last day working there, I released so much in tears. But then again, like that next day or the day after, bam, activations, boom, 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 one after the other. Yeah, I was coming on here and recording a lot of it. That was right after I left something that was hindering me on my path. And then I became this light within a short amount of time, versus 5 years at this company that I was down low key, witchy closet, kind of like I was still zenning out and teaching people my ways, making sage sprays, gifting, my friends, like, crystals, showing them how to use crystals, how to protect their energy. What I did, introduced the Rose of Jericho at that job. Let's see, there's at least 5 people had a Rose of Jericho because I brought one, like, just changing the energy, while I was there. But whenever they weren't open to hearing, they were still limiting. They were limiting their employees. They were limiting their people from being authentic. They didn't want to hear it. So it was time to go. So it's time to wake up and honor yourself. I left that job and went to something better. It happens. It's always going to work out. It's so amazing. When you follow your heart, it gets better and better. When you follow your truth, it's better and better. And it's not always easy to follow our truth. It's not always easy to say, hey, this relationship isn't working out. I love you. Thank you for spending time with me. I'm sorry if you may feel hurt or if you think I wasted your time, but the energy is not the same. We've been together for 5 years. Same thing, like leaving that job, but it's not me, it's you. I don't know, however you want to say it, So we got to wake up, stepping into our power the way we know how, and freeing ourselves. And we're not going to always know or feel, we're not going to always feel like we're on the right path because sometimes we're still questioning it. It's like, why am I here? Am I doing right? Am I doing good? Am I doing am I on the right track? You know, how can I do better and be better? That's still going to come up, but it gets easier and the answers immediately shift. It's like you are doing what you can with what you have and you're getting more of what you need. More, you're more magnetic. You're replacing things with energies, love, real connections, authentic, sacred connections. It's so powerful. It's very beautiful. Anyway, I wanted to come in and channel and see what happened. So there's some messages in here for somebody. Know you're supported. You're guided. I'm about to bring out my drum in the next couple of days soon and start playing and seeing what comes in. It's been calling to me. The weather's changing and I love it. Wintertime is kind of tough, guys. We're in here, we're like, it's cold outside. What do I do? what do I do? And I love being outside. I love laying in the hammock, getting those sun coats and pulling them in and clearing and healing. So, anyways, I love you guys lots. Talk to you soon. Keep your head up. Know you're loved and supported. Mwah.